What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. Two idiots, one camera, and a review. I'm one of the idiots, Wilson. Next to me is...
The Broken Thunder, Mr. Bird.
Broken Thunder, my. Okay, and in this review, we're looking at this gigantic toy that fit in this gigantic box. What is it?
This is the Amazon exclusive.
Yes, I believe so.
Marvel Legends series, X-Men Days of Future Past box set.
And it's a Sentinel and a Wolverine. Now, the Sentinel, obviously, is gigantic. He, I believe, is 16 inches tall.
I believe so, yes.
Yes, and the Wolverine is your standard Marvel Legends 6-inch scale. Yes. So, starting off by looking at him, it is a very impressive toy. He's very shiny in the legs. Are you more familiar with this toy than I am?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Kinda.
Okay, well then why don't you run through some of the details in them and stuff.
So, for those of you who bought the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 inch waves from many, many years ago, this is now the third version of this toy to come out. Maybe the fourth. Exact same mold, just different paint schemes.
Okay.
There was the San Diego version, which was this color scheme that came in a big blister card, and then there was the purple and silver version, was just the regular one, and those both came with the 3 3/4 inch Wolverine, which made him look even more gigantic. If you're at all familiar with that mold, it is, as far as I know, the exact same mold. So he's fairly super articulated for something this scale, and he does have some phrases. He said, "What's up?"
No, he didn't. That's what it sounded like, but what was that? He says multiple ones.
Sentinel under attack.
Oh, and if you notice, his eyes light up,
His
too.
eyes light up, yeah.
That's another
Cutting
rave.
this.
Fusion of mutant. System breach. Alpha level mutant detected.
I mean, he says a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all new things that I haven't even heard before
he
now.
says a bunch
so.
of stuff. It's got a great sculpt.
Yeah.
There's tons of line work all over. Got some neat, pocketing effect on here. There's lines. There's molded details all over the place.
There's nice little scratches,
Yep.
marks in here from, I'm guessing, probably Wolverine's claws.
Most likely.
So yeah, and his face it looks really good too. There's a little bit of paint problems on there, I think, mainly around the chin and mouth. Looks a little funky, but I do like the sculpted detail. I just wish there's a few more maybe touches in there to somehow make the details pop.
Previous versions had some.
Thanks for ruining this for me even more.
Not a problem. I believe he has very little paint and is just molded in all the different color plastics, which is nice because there is some metallic plastic here, some shiny purple here, a different metallic, so there is a lot of different colors. It looks very nice. If you want a Sentinel, this is the best. This is the only chance you got now. In many ways, it's a superior upgrade over the Toy Biz one. In other ways, it still sucks compared to the Toy Biz one. But what are you going to do? There's a little bit movement there. Ball jointed shoulders, shoulder articulation.
These do move.
These move out of the way. He's got elbows, wrists. He's got waist, ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, rocker ankles,
And
backward and forward ankle.
yeah.
He's got pretty much the standard Marvel Legends articulation, except he's 16 inches tall.
So my question, and what I was having problems with, and you can probably help me with, is I see how he's got these here, like in and out.
Yeah.
I can't, is that how his leg's supposed to go forward? Because I can't then turn is that basically as far as he's going to get forward?
Yes.
Okay, because I was just having problems, I guess, because of this hinge.
Because of the sculpt.
Yeah, and the sculpt, okay.
Because of the upper thigh.
Yeah.
If that was cut lower, it would fit under the hip better.
Well, I guess he doesn't really need to kick much. I don't know.
He's as articulated as a Sentinel almost always has shown.
Okay, I was just questioning that because at first when I
No,
was doing it,
yeah.
I'm like, this is really kind of bizarre.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I was very excited. Not only do you get the giant sentinel, you also get the
Old Man.
Wolverine.
The original Old Man Logan.
Was that what he was considered? Old
Well,
man?
no, he was just Old Wolverine.
Old
'cause
Wolverine.
He's in the future.
So this Wolverine, he's pretty much, you said, same as the Old Man Wolverine that they released not too long ago, except for the head.
From the neck down, I'm 99% sure it's 97% the exact same figure. The main difference, of course, is the colors, and this one comes with a holster and a gun.
He's painted a little more too. I think,
Yeah.
right? Like the collar is painted.
Yeah, it's the same sculpt with a new head. It's supposed to look like the John Byrne Days of Future Past Wolverine.
Do you feel like it does?
No.
Okay. Out of all the Wolverines I have, his claws are the straightest actually that I've ever gotten out of the package. So only this one you can see is bent a little bit, but the other three on this hand are pretty good. So I was impressed with that. It's Wolverine. His belt buckle looks cool. Really, honestly, the Sentinel was what I was excited about.
Sure.
I don't really give a shit about Wolverine. And in all honesty, I have yet to read Days of Future Past. I need to get around to it. It's just... Let's talk about his portrait for a second. Personally, I think it's kind of hideous. I kind of hate it. Like, I really don't like it. Just, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's wacky. I've never liked Wolverine with super huge long hair, and some of the paint on it is just not very good. There's some messed up stuff back here and everything. But I guess just the overall look of his angry face, his head looks very square. I can't put my finger on it. But you were saying it doesn't look like the John Byrne thing anyways.
It's painted to look right, but it's not sculpted, in my opinion, to look like a John Byrne face. And it's got a terrible paint job.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are off. That's the first thing that I noticed.
All right, I didn't even look that close. To me, you can barely see them.
They're super wide apart.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what's throwing me off, too. Yeah.
Like, they're sculpted far apart, and then they're painted far apart. Straight on, I don't mind it as much, except for the eyes. But from the side, it's just...
Yeah.
It looks goofy.
It does. He's got, like, no nose, but his chin pokes out farther than the rest of his head. Yeah, it's not the best looking Wolverine. All right, and so for accessories, the Sentinel doesn't come with anything. They didn't have to do this, but they did give us 2 non-clawed hands for Wolverine, and these hands hold his gun. He holds it just fine. Personally, I think I would have maybe rather it have something with like some blast effect with the Sentinel, like something coming out of his hand or something. But, I got these. Will I use them? I may use one just so he can have a shooting gun. I don't even know if I'm going to do anything with the Wolverine. So just a simple size comparison. You see him already with the Wolverine that he came with, who is in the 6-inch scale, but is made to be short.
Yes,
correct.
He's like 5.5 inches tall.
Okay, and then also next to the DC Multiverse, Supergirl Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
Now, my question to you is Wolverine too big for this Sentinel? Because it seems to me, if I think about it, that Sentinels have been drawn in various sizes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a thing, or if I thought maybe they were supposed to have standard size.
Normally, Sentinels are shown holding guys in their hands.
Okay, so would you say this is more appropriate?
No.
But hold on a minute. I was being serious. This question was serious until I thought about the Raoul thing. So it's time for the part you all have been waiting for, or fast forwarded to, or not even watching. But we are going to be rating the set as a whole, considering you don't get to choose which guy you want. You get them both.
As a set for the suggested retail price of $100,
Yeah, on Amazon the original price was $99.99.
I would give it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Sentinel's a great figure by itself. Old Man Logan's an alright figure by itself. Together for $100 feels overpriced.
Yeah,
But it's dropped down to around 60.
yeah,
That is a pretty great price when you consider in the old days this would have been a Build-A-Figure and you would have had to get 6 guys that you didn't want to get him.
right. And nowadays, just the 6-inch would cost you $25.
That's right.
At least, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a great deal if you can still get him at $60 or thereabouts. At the $60 price, I would give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Hammers, it would be 5 out of 5 if Wolverine's head didn't suck so bad. We just looked up again the cover just to see the cover, not the entire issue. This head looks nothing like it's supposed to. I almost want to say this is a head to a different figure that I can't think of right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a great set for that price. If you can get it, I'd recommend it.
My rating, I'm actually giving him the set as a whole 3 out of 5 hammers, and that's mainly because of Wolverine. I really don't give a crap about the Wolverine figure. I'm glad they included it. I guess I understand why. I just really wanted the Sentinel, so I have something else different to fight some Transformers. Right? And it looked cool. But there are better Wolverines. Like, I wish if they're going to do this in an exclusive set that they did a better job with that Wolverine, and that face is just really kills it for me. The Sentinel is fun, and I like the sounds and the light up eyes. I think that's a great feature, especially kids love that kind of stuff. Could have done without the extra Wolverine hands. Appreciate the attempt, but would have preferred blast effects or something. Now, I agree with you totally on the price. I wanted this set, but for $100, I was like, no, I don't think so. And then it kept dropping. And the more it dropped, once it hit like 58, I was like, okay, I can pull the trigger on that. You know, I thought the Wolverine was actually going to be better than he is. And he's, granted, not a bad toy. He's fair, but I don't care about Wolverine. I have Wolverine ones. And yeah, I would actually rather put this guy with a 3 3/4 inch Predator or something like that to fight. You know, just some kind of weird stuff. But I will say, if it was just a Sentinel, he'd be getting 4 easily. But I do recommend this set, especially if you're fans of Days of Future Past, even if you have one of the previous versions.
There's never only one.
No.
Always.
Yeah, you got army builds. So if you can either have the old version and then can get this one, or can get this set even cheaper, or just get the Sentinel online at some point, I suggest you do so. I recommend it because he is fun. That's one of the most important things. Again, highly recommended. So that's been it for this review. Thank you for watching. If you stuck all the way through, even if you watched parts of it, still thank you for watching. We appreciate anybody who takes the time to watch any part of any of our reviews. We love all our viewers, and we love our supporters at Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon supporter, visit patreon.com/Shakana Toy Reviews and check out all the extra exclusive perks that you can get there. You can check out all the social media stuff in the show notes. Please comment below, subscribe to the channel. We try and respond to all comments and everything. We don't care what you say. We just like interacting with people. Mr. Berg, what would you like to say?
$5.97 unsubscribe, and then resubscribe is like $6.21.
Sentinel